Hey guys, it's me again. I'm going to do my trying to conceive video today, and I made a few notes again because there's a lot to it, so you'll see me glancing down or over here a bunch. Okay, so I stopped taking my birth control in March of 2008, and 3 months before we wanted to start trying, just because I wanted to give it a chance to get out of my system. I don't know if it really matters or not, but I just wanted to make sure there weren't any kind of meds running through my system when I did get pregnant. Just trying to be on the safer side. So in June when we started trying, I didn't get pregnant that month. I didn't get pregnant in July. Didn't get pregnant in August. And in August, I hadn't even ovulated. So it was probably a little bit soon, but I did go and see my gynecologist and obstetrician and talk to them about it, and he said just give it a couple more months to see if you ovulate. Nothing to worry about this early on. Sorry, my mind went blank. Okay, so September I ovulated on my own, and in October I hadn't, so I went back to the doctor. Oh, and let me backtrack a little bit. In August he did tell me to go ahead and buy like a little ovulation kit so I could test it and let him know. So didn't ovulate in October, so we went back there and he started me on Clomid, which is a medicine that basically just helps you ovulate, but it also can cause you to have multiples, and that was a little bit nerve-wracking for me, especially since my husband's grandma was a twin herself, so there was definitely a high chance of us having twins or more. But I really wanted to be pregnant, so I was willing to try pretty much anything. So Clomid for November and December, nothing worked, didn't get pregnant. We moved over here to Kirkland from the east side of the state in beginning of January, and that's when I started seeing an actual fertility nurse practitioner, and she was a lot more, I don't know, in depth. She wanted to do all sorts of tests and didn't want to just give me Clomid, and you know, just wanting to treat me for all sorts of things we didn't even know it was wrong. I would have been probably willing to do that all, except for my insurance didn't cover fertility treatments whatsoever, not even just my doctor's appointments with her. And so basically we had to say no. That was kind of sad for me, and I really was getting really sad at that point, not being pregnant. It was really hard for those months. I've been waiting to have kids my whole life. I've always known that this is kind of my mission in life, I guess. I love kids, and so it was really hard for me and my husband both. I was starting to think that I was never going to be able to have kids, and very emotional roller coaster. So we told her no, sorry, we're not going to do any of these treatments. We're just going to be off of everything, and in the summer, if we're still not pregnant, then maybe at that time we would try these treatments. And the reason is that my husband, he works like for dealerships, car dealerships, RV dealerships, and he works 100% off of commission. And I don't know if you guys know anyone in that kind of business, but summertime is definitely a lot more, finances are a lot better for us. So we might be able to afford it then without the insurance coverage. So March we went about our business without any medication, and on March 28th, I think it was a Saturday, my sister and her husband invited me and my husband over to just play some cards and have a few drinks and just hang out for the evening. So while I was waiting for Jim, my husband, to get home, I ran to the store and I bought a 6-pack of beer and a box of 3 pregnancy tests. Just those 2 things. And it was kind of embarrassing walking through the store. Anyways, left the store, husband got home, went over to my sister's house, and we're all playing cards, and they were all nagging me, oh, go take your test, and then you can have a drink, or I bet you're pregnant, blah, 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 blah. And I honestly really thought I wasn't pregnant, no chance, because I've been let down all those times before. It was, not any surprise to me to have a negative test. So I didn't have to go to the bathroom. It seemed like all evening for the first like 2 or 3 hours we were there I didn't have to pee. So didn't have a drink or anything, and then finally I had to. So I went to the bathroom and I set the test on the back of the toilet, and I washed my hands and did all that stuff. Went back to the table, came back a few minutes later, leaned over the back of the toilet, expecting nothing exciting at all, and there was a plus sign there, and I was in shock. I feel like I don't know, it was just this weird feeling, like the whole room just kind of like came down on me, and I was just in shock. I'm sure my mouth was gaping open. I don't know how long I stood there and just stared at it. I eventually picked it up and was just standing in the doorway of the bathroom just in amazement. It was really, really good, happy feelings, but I was really in shock. I didn't think I was pregnant. And then, all of a sudden I heard footsteps coming down the hallway, and at that point I got kind of paranoid because I didn't want it to be my sister or her husband, because if I was pregnant, of course I wanted to share it with my husband before anyone else. And so I, still in shock, couldn't even move my feet. I'm just kind of deer in the headlights holding this test in my hand, and luckily it was my husband that walked into the bathroom. He's like, "What's going on?" And all I did was just tilt the test towards him, and he looked at it, and he, "Oh my God," and, you know, gave me a big hug, and that's when I started crying. And by that time my sister was in the other room. "What's going on? What are you guys doing?" And Jim says, "Well, Stacy can't have any beer tonight." She says, "Whatever, you're lying." And she didn't believe us until I walked out there and tears running down my face, and she pretty much tackled me with a really, really big hug. And I think it was 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night, and I was calling everyone. I called my mom and my sisters and my dad and friends, and it was just a really cool night. And that night, when we got home, I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep like that entire night, but maybe an hour, because all I could think about was trying to feel pregnant. I don't know. It was a good day. It was so shocking, and now I'm kind of a believer in that, you know, stop trying to get pregnant so hard and you'll just get pregnant, because literally 1 month later after we stopped, I got pregnant with no medication or anything at all. But also, another thing that could be the cause of that is that maybe it took exactly 1 year for my birth control to get out of my system, because if you remember at the beginning I said I had stopped my birth control in March of 2008, and we got pregnant in March of 2009. So anyways, that is my trying to conceive video. I think I was talking a little bit fast through it, but I think I got everything. Pretty sure I did. So my next one's going to be my pregnancy one, and like I said in my very first video, it will probably take a few vlogs to get that one done. Maybe 2 or 3, I'm not sure. Anywho, that is it, and I will talk to you guys soon. Oh, and thank you for subscribing, everybody. Bye.